Buddy, new day, new play. We're back at it, and man, oh man, is it going to be one of those days. Red markets everywhere. Red as far as the eye can see. Of course, ACRX is up. Things are not looking pretty at the moment, ladies and gents. Things are not looking pretty. A red morning indeed. But we are going to do something, well, I find it interesting anyway. I am going to be. I've been taking a look at local auctions, and I'm going to go into that a little bit. I've done that for a while, so as we watch the market bleed, we're going to play around in there a little bit. I'm just going through right now, tagging things that I see that could be of potential value. So we'll do a bit of that today as well. It's amazing what you can find in some of these auctions just going away for pennies that are worth so much more. It's gonna be one of those days, though, for sure. One of those days. Hopefully, y'all aren't bleeding too bad out of your portfolios right now, but judging by a lot of the comments that I'm seeing, it's gonna hurt. Good morning, Marianne. There are just some weird collections out there, I tell you. Just some crazy stuff out there. People collect vintage pencil sharpeners, like I don't know. Mm, I mean, I make good money on this stuff. Collectibles is something I did for a while. The question is like you just have to take this time to sift through it and know what's of value and what's not, and that takes a while to learn. There are certain things that just don't resell, and you end up stuck with them. Plates, china, that kind of stuff. You're not going to sell that. Some of the figurines will sell, but some will just sit there forever and not sell. Everything's taking a hit. Absolutely everything is taking a hit. Market wide, it is a painful day. That Tonka truck might be something. These are weird pairings. A deep fryer and frame pin prints. Like the Spy Kekwe. Yeah. Yo, Spy, what's 400 look like? Because we're about to find out. Yes, we are. We are indeed. Dun 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 dun. That might be something. That might be something. It's crazy looking at comic appreciation and collectible appreciation right now. There's a bunch of stuff out there that is really, really interesting. There were a lot more auctions than I thought there were, so this is why this is taking me so much longer. I had about 30 auctions that I had to go through this morning, just trying to star everything so that I had a bunch of stuff to actually break down and take a look at today. Take a look at these, but a lot of these don't go. These things are cool, but they'll never survive. Yeah, trading cards are big. Pokemon right now are big. Magic the Gathering, the initial sets are big. If I could ever find my Magic the Gathering cards, that'd be huge. Yeah, these things actually get bid up. Yeah. This auction just opened, which is why you don't see bids on them, but they do get bid up. I made about 40 grand a year on the resell on comic auctions and reselling collectibles. You really have to know what you're looking for, and you have to understand what's going to move quickly and what's kind of going to just sit there, and you end up with a bit of an inventory after a while, and then it's a question of, okay, well, do I just liquidate whatever's left, or what do we do? We still have boxes and boxes of books here. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. uh Tinker Toy. Vintage Viewmaster, that could be something. A lot of these toys and games, these really old school stuff. I'm not talking like stuff from the 90s, but this Tinker Toy stuff from like the 40s and 50s. If you can find it, it can go for a lot of money. You just have to break it down. Guys, I think everything is just dipping right now. Honestly, I would wait. I I'm gonna stay in my positions. I'll take a look at this. It's a slab. Justice League comics. We can take a look at that. I just like these. I want them. Hockey cards don't matter. Pokemon 23 karat gold plated trading card. Take a look at that. Captain America shield. I'll take a look at that. They say vintage comics. These are not vintage comics. Might be something in there. Might be something in there. Really, you're just looking for the keys. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the market's definitely slowing down right now, for sure. Um, which for me, that much the more you need to be aware of what you're trading on. Um, that's interesting. The Pope John Paul comic. Most of those are nothing. Sergeant Rocks aren't worth anything. Some interesting fishing reel stuff. None of those are the banned Dr. Zeus books. Yeah, you really have to know. Most old stuff is not worth anything unless there's a specific crowd for it, and some of this stuff can do well if you find a collector, but you have to really find the collector, and know where those collectors hang out. Often Facebook groups can actually be a better place to sell this stuff, because if you find a collectors group, it can go really well. Like this stuff is these are nothing. Bump bump bump. Old American stuff, guys, you can often find decent stuff for. Americana, Canadian memorabilia, historical Canadian memorabilia is not. I've never seen good gains on it. Canadian history, wall paint, yeah, okay. Canadian books, no. Mink jacket. I'll start because if it's actually a mink jacket, it's worth a lot more than that. If it's faux, it's not worth anything. But if it's an actual mink jacket, but we'll take a look. There's ways that you can tell. Books, plates, books, plates, pass, pass, pass. All of this China, guys, unless it's a piece that really stuff like this. If you can find a name on it, Absolutely. I think it's already starting to have an effect. I think there's a lot of fear in the market at the moment. And my trick for fear is just not to get involved in it, is to play the positions that I think are going to play. If I'm wrong on the play, then I'm wrong on the play. I'm fine with that. But that might be something. Stream died. What? Who? Where? I didn't go anywhere. Lies. I'm here. I'm here. These can be good. You never know what's going to be in these. And 91 has some potential players. This is worth looking at. This is worth looking at. Jonathan Taves rookie card. That's worth looking at. All this stuff. These sports cards are going for a mint right now. This guy's got a lot of hockey cards. This stuff, it's Disney. It might be worth something. Disney Funkos can do well. Mark Messier, 81. See, I love guys like this, old guys that have coin collections and card collections and stuff, because you can just find some really nice stuff that they're trying to. They've probably passed away, and it's their wife trying to get rid of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and so she's just giving it all away for a song. You can find some nice stuff in here. Yeah, I think Yeti is another potential for camping for sure. Yeti's the cooler company, right? Brendan Shanahan rookie card. Wedgwood. That's a Americana piece. Kenny Malkin. No. We went another way. We're gonna do that tonight for dinner, I think, or possibly later in the week. It was gonna take too much time. We did scratch mac and cheese instead. Saku Koivu rookie card, that could be worth something. Some of these Wedgwood mugs can be worth a pretty penny. Um, I've never heard of a Wedgwood vase though. I mean, we just make a we I on a low. We're talking super low. I just melt the cheese down so the sauce itself is just cheese. I don't use anything else. I keep it super simple that way. These are another one, guys, and this is something that I never took the time to educate myself on. But Barbies, if you can find certain ones, they're just worth a freaking fortune. But you have to know which one's what. Hawk Girl. Take a look at it. These ones are pretty quick to look up. This one's going to be a nothing.